Hi there, Glenys Trinder here. I have started to make this recording several times. It started out as a live recording, which I promised at 5:30 today, the 21st, but my internet has been breaking in and out. So what I am doing now is just recording this, and I will, if you're watching it, you've seen that I have actually uploaded it. The reason I wanted to make this is so I'm a transformational mindset mentor. I work with people with various tools from, RTT, regression, finding the root cause that's blocking people move to the next level. I work with energy healing and with meditation. What I've been noticing is during the past couple of years, this huge upgrade, this huge change that we're getting, that we're meeting with all of these obstacles, and there's a huge energy shift that we are moving through. Now, on the 25th of October, we've got a new moon solar eclipse, and it's really a hugely, hugely important time for creating something new. So every new moon is the time for setting new intentions, doing something new, new beginnings. A solar eclipse, which is when that new moon happens during an eclipse, is huge. You can amplify that energy. I don't know, 10, somebody I did hear saying 30 times. It has the effect of 6 months in advance. So if you want to make a big change in your life, in other words, where are you stuck now? If you want to make a big change, start looking down, where do you want to be in 6 months' time? So I'm making this guided meditation tonight to help you release something. So this is Friday. It's Friday the 21st when I'm making this, and we've got the whole weekend right up until Tuesday 25th to get into a state of knowing what we want to release so that we can set our intention for something new. We set our intentions after the new moon. So the new moon in BST, IST, that's Irish UK time, is at what is it, 11:49 a.m. So it's just before midday. So I'm going to come on and do a live on that day, just around that time, to set intentions for the new phase. But right now, what we're going to look at is what we need to let go of. We need to make space. We can't set new intentions. It's a bit like setting, I suppose it's a bit like, setting resolutions, but not really, taking a lot of action on it, unless you clear the space, let go of something in order to bring something new in. So I'll just touch briefly on the astrology of what's happening. So at the moment, or on the 25th, we'll have the sun and the moon and Venus all at 2 degrees. Venus is 2.39 degrees. The sun and the moon are exact at 2 degrees. So this is a very tight conjunction. And they are in Scorpio, which is a very emotional sign, and Scorpio likes to reveal secrets and go deep and let go of toxicities. It rules secrets. So if there's something that you're holding on to that you can't talk about, now is a time to release that, to let go. It's a really good time right now to release any kind of toxicity to do with mindset, worry, fear, anger, or also physical toxicities. What are we ingesting? What are we eating? What do we need? What do we know we need to give up? And then, of course, there's environmental toxicities as well. So there's not a huge amount we can do with that, except for, keep our own space, our own environment as clean as possible. And in fact, our thoughts create a physical emotion. That physical emotion is a chemical. And if it's a negative thought or a negative emotion, it creates a chemical, a toxic chemical in our body, because all disease comes from dis-ease, bad, thoughts that are not bringing us to a state of ease. So we are always striving to let go of something of a lower vibration and move towards a higher vibration. We can't feel high vibe all the time unless we look at what are the things that are bringing us down, deal with it and let it go. So this meditation is going to be like that. You may also notice over the next period of time the energy this year. So I follow Pam Gregory. Strongly advise you to look up any of her. She makes astrology readings before every new moon and full moon and other things. So you can find her on Pam Gregory Astrology on YouTube. So I get a lot of information from her, along with a couple of others, but she would be the one that I would feel gives the most information. So I digest that information and then I make my meditations on this to help people through the phases. On the 30th of this month of October, Mars is going to station retrograde. So it means it's going to stop in the sky and then it's going to go backwards. And this will bring a lot of Mars tension energy. It can bring up a lot of fighting. It's a war-like energy where it is. And so there is a lot of that heaviness. And the best way that we can do this is to get our heads out of it, stop, to let go of what's happening so that we can focus forward and start moving towards the light, moving towards what we want, moving towards the future or the scenario that we want. Do not forget, we are all so powerful. We have the ability to manifest anything, but we are manifesting always from our emotions. So if there's anything that's heavy, that's brings fear or anger or aggression or any of those, it's going to keep us manifesting more of that. So what this meditation is for is to release so that you can keep bringing yourself back to that place where we can move forward and create a future that we want. And we are moving towards that place, but the next October and November are going to be intense. So this is to help you to deal with any tension. So what I would suggest that you do is to sit somewhere comfortably. I just sit in an upright chair with my feet on the ground. I like to have my feet on the ground, and I would suggest that you do that, or sitting. If you like to sit in a lotus position, do that. I'm not that flexible, so I'm sitting and I have my feet on the ground, my hands on my lap. So make sure if you're listening to this that you're not going to be disturbed by anybody, because if you go into that gentle state of relaxation, you could get a fright. So turn off anything that's going to disturb you and use this time. I'm going to keep it at about 15 minutes, but I can go over. So 15 to 20 minutes. Just have that time for you to spend this time on just looking after yourself in this space. Okay, so I want you to just become aware of where you are, first of all, in this space. Becoming aware of where you're sitting and your feet on the ground. And if your eyes are open, just glancing around you, becoming aware with a soft focus of what's around you. Now start to become aware of your breathing as you breathe in and you breathe out at the rate that's right for you. Just have the intention to slow down your breath. And you can close your eyes if you feel ready to. Close your eyes and just start to notice your breath as you move it in and you release. And just slowing your breath down at a rate that's right for you. Just notice how it feels. Now become aware of any sounds around you. And maybe sounds further out from you. And just allow those sounds to be. And move your attention back inside your body, becoming aware of the play of air on any exposed skin. Now just allow your thoughts to drift and to float, and just become aware of your connection with where you're sitting, your seat on the chair or the ground, and your feet on the ground. And have the intention now to set down a root. And in your mind's eye, you might get an image of an energetic root going down deep, 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 right down, deep into the soil, spreading out like the roots of a big, big, solid tree. So you're feeling really grounded now. And become aware that beneath your feet, deep, deep, deep into the soil, get a sense of a star beneath your feet. This is your star. This star is below you at all times, protecting you, and get a sense that your roots and this star is feeding you with that energy from Mother Earth, and it's filling you. Just get a sense that you're now allowing that energy up into your body, so you're grounded, but you're feeling safe and protected with this beautiful Mother Earth energy. Now I want you to call on any higher source that you call on. God, the universe, divine intelligence, love, anything that's right for you, guides, angels. Just ask that higher being or higher light to surround you now in a beautiful bubble. And make that bubble a color. Any color is right for you. This bubble is protection, so a color that feels protective. And that bubble is all around you, up front and behind you. It goes down deep into the earth beneath your feet, and it goes above your head. And no lower vibration can get inside or outside this bubble. It's safe to be in this space. Now just know for you where that bubble ends. It might be as wide as your outstretched arms around your body, or it might be much, much bigger. It might be quite close into your body. Whatever is right for you. Maybe it's more expansive. Now I want you to imagine that your guides, that source is surrounding this bubble with a membrane of reflective light, like a mirror. And it's deflecting anything of a lower vibration. So it feels really safe in this bubble. Now become aware of the crown of your head and the space above your crown. And about 18 inches, 45 centimeters above your head. Just become aware that there's a portal in the energy just opening up, just to allow in high frequency light from above. Now in your mind's eye, you might like to roll your eyes up, look up with your eyes closed, and see or sense, feel, or just know that there's a bright light energy. It's the brightest, beautiful light that you've ever seen. It might sparkle, it might be liquid, it might look like a gas. It's this high frequency energy, and it comes from source, from all that is. And it's moving right down and it's connecting with that space above your head. So in your bubble, I want you to imagine that you are opening up your crown as wide as you feel is right for you. It might just be a couple of inches. It might be the whole width of your head. So just allow that energy to move down. Get a sense that it's moving inside your bubble and into your crown at the same time. So you're surrounded now in this bright light, and get that sense that that bright light is moving into your crown, down into your third eye, down to your throat, down to your heart. And when it reaches your heart, notice that you've got a light in your heart, and that light is just opening up. That light, it's safe to open your heart. The light is really bright. Feel it moving down into your solar plexus, just below your ribs, down into your sacral, just below your navel, and down into your root. And feel it going down the roots that you've planted into the earth. So you've got this bright light from above, moving down through you and grounding you. And you've got that energy from the earth moving up with your star. And in this space, this bright light space, it's safe to allow your heart to open. And now I want you to imagine that this light all around you is really, really bright. And it's illuminating anywhere in this bubble with your energy. Anything that's toxic for you. It might be a person in your life. It might be thoughts that you're having. It might be something you are taking, a drug, alcohol, or food. It might be thoughts that you're thinking. Just notice where it is and give it a color. Is it a dark, murky, heavy color? Is it a bright color? Just notice where it is, this toxicity. Now just get that sense that that light from above is moving down so powerfully into your bubble that this toxicity, this thought, this emotion, get a sense that it has just been devoured or released with this light. It's dissolving, it's eliminating, it's releasing. So if it's an attachment to another person that's toxic, just see the attachment dissolving. We cannot cut the cords of love or connection, but we can cut the cords that are toxic with love and light. You might even see a person that you need to cut cords with. Just see that cord releasing and see that person just fading. And you're wishing them well. If you can do that, you may not want to, but you're just allowing them to move outside of your energy field where you are safe without that toxic energy. Notice if there's any thoughts that you're thinking that is a pattern for you. Just see, maybe you might see it in your head, a pattern or some thoughts. You might even just know what the thoughts are. And just call on this energy to just dissolve it, release it, letting it go. Get a sense if there's any habit, Any habit that you want to let go of that's really quite toxic for you. This is a perfect time to call on that energy now to release that toxic habit. And just see that this power that you're getting from above is able to release you from the cords of attachment to it. It just gets easier. Just see it, sense it, just dissolving. Now, I want you in this space to do just a check on your body, a check on your environment, and a check on your head. But mostly you'll feel it in your body. See or sense in your body anywhere that feels heavier, an ache, a thought that might be just niggling you. Know that this is something that you have been shown to look to. Maybe you need to release. Just get a knowingness of what you need to release. And just call on that energy from above, that higher powered energy to bring more light in, to help you just release anything that needs to be released. Now get the sense that it's gone and that it feels good. Now, because you've released this energy, I want you to imagine that the universal light or love or power or source is now giving you a stream of consciousness of a higher vibration that you can change that thought, that lower thought, or if it was a person, something else is moving in for your highest good. If it's something that you have to physically give up, notice you've got something else. What thought, what habit can you replace it with? Now just allow that feeling to wash over you, that feeling that you can replace this habit and that it is easy. And you're going to want to sit down and listen to this meditation again, maybe 1, 2, or 3 times before the new moon, so that you're squeaky clean and that you know exactly what you want to replace it with, so that when you're ready to set your intentions, you will do so with such a powerful force. And those intentions will be set like stone. This is a powerful time to make permanent, lasting change. So just breathe in this energy. Imagine as you're breathing it in, that it's moving inside your body and that every cell is lit up with this light energy. Get a sense that your heart is open and light and bright. Now, knowing that as you're in this space, in this bubble, you can call on that light from above and that grounding light from below at any time to raise your frequency. You can ask Source to surround you with this bubble at any time. And you can raise your frequency. Notice if there's anything that takes your attention away, any arguments or fighting or fear mongering, that you can watch it from a distance when you're inside this space. So you can watch and you can observe and you can respond instead of reacting. You respond from a place of calm. So right now I want you to slowly, calmly, gently, easily start to become aware again of your body, moving inside your body. You can be surrounded by that light and always be connected to this light. But feel yourself moving back into the present moment. As you breathe in and out, and as I count to 5, feel yourself coming back to this place. When I count to 5, your eyes will be open and you'll feel so good and so light. So 1, 2, 3, coming around now. 4, becoming aware of the need to move and stretch. And 5, your eyes are open, wide awake, and you're feeling really calm and released from something. So my advice is, as I put into that meditation, is to listen to this more than once between now and next Tuesday. I'm going on too much about the astrology of what's happening. There's more. This time is tricky and this time can be intense, but we don't have to carry that intensity. We can stop, we can breathe, we can check in with ourselves and know all is well. But the thing that I want to impart to you most of all is that when you change those thoughts and when you feel safe and when you feel surrounded and when you release the negativity or anything that you need to let go of, when you're ready to do that, you have that space and then you can respond, and it's so much easier on you, on the people around you, and on the wider world. So I'm going to be back on Tuesday the 25th, sometime around midday, with that new moon meditation for when you've done this a few times, for then setting intentions and focusing and getting excited about what you can create over the next 6 months. I am really excited, and I know things might feel intense, but know that every intensity is the universe just giving us a little kick in the ass to say, make a change. We need to keep changing. We get so attached to things that are always happening, that we always do, that we need to make that change. So love you all. Have a fantastic weekend and last few days of this cycle as we move up to that new moon solar eclipse on Tuesday the 25th. Bye for now.